Well, earlier in the program, we heard from Common Ground volunteer Anita Keys about preserving jams and jellies.
Now Anita is sharing a recipe with us using jelly. In this segment, she shows us how to make roast beef with jelly barbecue sauce.
Well, we always love when the recipe we get from Common Ground revolves around beef, and we have a good one for you today. Anita Keys is here with more. What do you have for us?
Okay, so today, and as you probably have caught on, I always do a beef recipe because that's why I joined Common Ground, because we raise beef here on our ranch, and it's such a healthy part of your diet. Now this, courtesy of the Nebraska Beef Council, I asked if they could bring me a poster, and they brought me this fancy thing. So someday I'll go through this more with you. But what I wanted to talk about today was about if you're going to make a beef roast. And generally, and the ones I used today all were from the chuck. So kind of a visual of where that is on the animal. And then this is us, the chuck center roast. Other options are a shoulder pot roast or a bottom round roast are things you can look for this recipe that work well. This is I did in a crock pot, so it's a slow cook. So for those you can use not maybe such the high end of a cut. They can cook longer and slower. All right, so now we're going to do a little bit of the prep work and to do a beef roast. And there's nothing like coming in at the end of the day and your house smells like a wonderful roast cooking. And in any protein, you got to be careful that meat is cooked to the proper temperature. Don't worry about the color, it's the temperature. This is something I wanted to show you. These are the temperatures, and the way you do it, you just insert this. Be sure you put it in a part of the meat that is not the bone and not the fat, and don't go clear through and get the bottom of your crock pot either. So that's something to think about. I like to cut away, and that's the thing with this particular cut. There's a little bit of like bristly stuff on there and a little bit of fat, and I'll cut that away. Then you want to slice across the grain. And I'm usually doing this in a pan on the stove. So you've got your sliced up beef here. Okay, you pick your favorite barbecue sauce or what's on sale or whatever, and it doesn't have to be real fancy, but everybody has their own favorite kind of barbecue sauce. So I put half a cup of barbecue sauce and a half a cup of jelly. And of course I have all kinds of choices there. So then you mix those two together. And they're hot. So this is the two mixed together, and you put that on here. You put it in a slow cooker, you cover and cook on low, 9 to 10 hours, shred the beef, heat the barbecue sauce and the jam and jelly, and that I just did in the microwave. Anyway, there's a little bit that you can do with jelly and with beef, so you can have a barbecue jelly roast beef.